Foster really impressed me last year. He just came out of nowhere. He wasn't, I know I coached the middle school boys for many years, so I see these guys in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and the Foster boy is just not one that I really remember. And even as a freshman, the boy last year we played him, and he just got after it, I guess. Went to some summer camps and hit the weight room, and yeah, he's an excellent ball player. He'll jump center against Sylvester, but Sylvester will control the trap, and here come the Buffs attacking Rockies man-to-man. Start the ball game. Buffs in their home white. Miller on the right side to Jolly. To Miller, into Sylvester, posts up and gets a shot blocked, gets his own rebound. To Frazier, hits a 2. Assist for Sylvester, and the Buffs take an early 2-0 lead. Buffs full court pressure, Rocky handles it without any problems. Lenhart down to the corner to Sanders. Back to Troutman. Over to Lenhart, looks inside. Nice turnaround move from Blackburn, misses. Gotan with a rebound. Jolly, nice move, drives, doesn't get the ring, but Miller's there for the putback. And the Buffs take a 4-0 lead. Struggling a little bit against the pressure. Sanders to Troutman, out to Foster from three-point land. He hits it.
And that's Brandon Foster's first goal of the game, first goal for the Grizz.
Frazier loses the ball, but knocked over to Gotan and has the easy layup. Boy, they had a lucky break there.
They did on that one. Good heads up by Hayden.
Sanders tries to drive between two men and gets away with it because Sylvester reaches instead of moving his foot. So that'll be a quick foul on Sean, his first. The Buffs with an early 6-3 lead. Although Foster hit that three-pointer, I don't think the Buffs mind him taking that shot. They want to get him away from the basket if at all possible. Foster again, misses, and Miller with a rebound. Frazier on the left side pulls up, takes a 10-footer, air ball. Rocky with a rebound. And here they come. Sanders up the left side. Back to Lenhart. Sanders thinking about it from the corner, doesn't. Foster way out. Sanders takes the three, left-hander, hits it. And we have a tie ball game, 5:45 to go in the first quarter. Sylvester. Miller running their UCLA offense. Gotan on the high post. Reverses to Jolly. Underneath to Miller. It doesn't want it. Frazier, nice baseline move and hits it.
Nice move by Frazier on the baseline.
And we have a quick timeout from Rocky. Yeah, Frazier is lightning quick in that first step. 8-6. The Buffs. Frazier, 4 points, 2 out of 3 from the field. Miller and Gotan made their only shots.
6 points for the Grizz, both from three-point land. Foster with one of those and Sanders with the other. No fouls for the Grizz. I think we just have one
just
so
one.
far.
Travis Sylvester, Buffs got a couple of assists, got 4 rebounds. So far, pretty cleanly played ball game.
And Greybull dominating the boards right now is early in the ball game.
Yeah, of course they're shooting 4 out of 7 from the field, so Rocky doesn't have that many opportunities for rebounds.
Yeah, not a lot of opportunity for rebounds.
And two of the Buff misses, they got their own rebound and put back. Here comes Rocky, penetrating against the press. Lenhart tries to get it into Blackburn, knocked away. And Lenhart will inbounds at the free throw line extended. We're joined up here by Coach Johnson now. He and Bob Leach switching places. Steal from Sylvester. He's going to go coast to coast and comes up short. Don't see that too often. Lenhart on the left takes a long three, and that's good. 3 3-pointers all the points for Rocky. I don't know how long they're going to keep that up, however. But it's sure a great start. Cowley on top, looking for help. Over to Sylvester. Frazier to Sylvester. Back to Frazier. Rocky now zone instead of man-to-man. A nice pass from Frazier to Miller. He gets blocked, but there will be a foul.
I believe they're going to call that on number 30. That's KJ Blackburn. That would be Blackburn's first personal foul, first team foul for the Grizz.
Miller's shot up and in and out. He's a 50% shooter for the year, which means this should go in. Nope. Rebound by Blackburn. Sub in the ball game, Luke Lenhart, 5'10" junior for the Grizz. And he's got the ball. Back to Troutman. Troutman's not looking for the shot. He's wide open, doesn't want it. Over to Austin Lenhart. Back to Foster. Greybull now 2-3 zone. Luke Lenhart looking, nothing. Troutman. Back to Austin. Lenhart. To Luke. Back to Austin. Looks for the three, doesn't. Foster. Lenhart, another three, and he gets this one. Okay, 4 for 4 from three-point line.
4 for 4 for, yep.
12-8 lead for the Grizz. Cowley for three from the corner. He doesn't get it.
Defensive board by the Grizz.
Plus still back in their 2-3 zone. They may not stay on that if the Grizz continue red hot from the three-point land. There's a steal by Cowley. Turnover for Rocky. Sylvester up to Frazier. Pulls up 10-footer, short, and rebound Rocky. Here comes Lenhart over to the corner to Foster. Takes the three, steps inside, takes the 12-footer, no good. Sylvester on the board. And here comes Sean. Kicks it off to Frazier. Off the glass, no good. They're getting good shots. Steal from Cowley, and he tries to hit Gotan, knocked away by Foster. Here comes Travis Sylvester. Seth Hoblet for the Buffs. Gotan and Cowley sit down. Brandon Bulanik, 6-foot senior, in for the Grizz. Miller for three. Off the rim, no good, and rebound Rocky. Troutman, nothing on top. Troutman looks for the shot. Nah, he's not going to take that, I don't think. Back to Lenhart to Bulanik. Troutman. There's Luke Lenhart, three, and no good, and Sylvester with a rebound. Off to Frazier, long pass, and he gets blocked, but the foul on Luke Lenhart.
And that will be Luke Lenhart's first personal foul, second team foul for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies.
Frazier to the line, 4 points, 2 for 5 shooting. And gets the shooter's roll. Austin, excellent free throw shooter.
Checking in the game for Troutman for the Grizz is number 22, Austin Leonhardt.
Frazier, 75% shooter and hits them both. 12-10 Grizz, 1:59 left in the quarter. Rocky handling the pressure with anything. Ball never touches the court. Great job handling the pressure against the zone. Luke Lenhart into Blackburn, kind of a half hook, and doesn't get the roll, and Sylvester gets the rebound, and he's fouled by Lenhart. Luke Lenhart. Sean Sylvester, his 4th rebound already.
And Luke Lenhart quickly picking up his second foul.
12-10. Buffs got a chance to tie the ball game here. 1:52 remaining in the quarter. Hoblet, Frazier, Miller, Sylvester on the court for the Buffs. Sean Sylvester brings it up. Off to Frazier in the corner. Into Hoblet, back to Travis. Cross court, knocked away, but Sean gets it, puts up a three from the top of the key. No good. Hoblet fighting for the rebound and gonna grab for the ball, but got Blackburn instead.
Said he was hanging on to his wrist on the way down.
And here comes Jolly in for Miller. And Cody Duffy will check in for Frazier. Greybull going with a little bigger lineup here. 2-2-1, full court pressure. Bielanek, Lenhart, Bielanek, Foster. Lenhart kind of twinged.
He tweaked something, looks like a shoulder or
grabbing
something.
His shoulder,
Yep,
yeah.
He did something.
Down the baseline, double team. Bielanek's in trouble. Passes to Troutman, and it's a turnover.
It's going to be a third turnover for the Grizz this period.
Lenhart, I know he was hurt in football season too.
Yeah,
we'll see how he's doing. He's not wearing any bandages or brace or anything, so maybe just a little nerve twinge.
Still grimacing a little bit.
Buffs down to 1 minute now. Into Duffy. Travis Sylvester for three. Hits it. (13-12). The Buffs regain the lead. Lenhart up court to the other Lenhart. Knocked away by Hoblet. Turnover. Here comes Sean Sylvester down to Hoblet. Loses control of the ball. And we'll see who they give it to.
Quick heads up. I believe it's going to the Buffs. I think Seth had a chance to throw it off defender's foot before he landed out of bounds. So it was a good heads up play by Seth.
You guys might have had a great camera angle on that if Coach Johnson was fast enough. Oh, nice play.
Nice feed by Sean.
Sean Sylvester the assist to Jordan Jolly. His first 2 points of the night. 15-12 Buff lead. Rocky still has not scored inside 3-point range. Double team, and Sylvester knocks it away. Gets a steal again. Boy, he's got tremendous hands, long arms. He plays those passing lanes beautifully. Three-pointer from Jolly in the corner. This is going to be short, but Hoblet with a rebound. Back to Sylvester. Sylvester pull up 15-footer. It's no good. Jolly with a rebound. And the score at the end of the quarter. Let's see, I'm getting all my rebounds here. The Buffs with a 15-12 lead, a flurry for the Buffs. Austin Frazier with 6 points, a couple of field goals, and 2 for 2 from the line. Jordan Jolly with 2, 1 for 4 from the field. Sean Sylvester uncharacteristic 0 for 4 from the field, including one wide open layup that you just don't see a miss. Miller 1 for 2 from the field, as it has 2 points, missed 2 free throws, however. Travis Sylvester hit his only shot, a 3-pointer. Hayden Gotan hit his only shot, a 2-pointer, for their total of 15. They do not have a turnover in the first quarter. That's tremendous.
All their points coming from beyond the arc. Austin Leonhardt, 2 3-pointers for 6 points. Brandon Foster has 1 3-pointer for 3, and Jeff Saunders 1 3-pointer for 3. Rebounds, I have them for no offensive rebounds currently and 7 defensive rebounds, and they have committed 4 turnovers thus far.
Okay, the Buffs with 9 rebounds, 4 of them offensive, and 2 of those they turned into quick points. So even though they're giving up the size advantage inside, they're hanging in there so far. And the Grizz will inbound at half court right in front of us to start the second quarter. And here we go. Troutman. Back to Troutman. And he's just not going to. He's only taken 7 shots all season. He took side. Oh, nice steal from Jolly. And an easy wide open layup. Nice job from Jordan Jolly. Easy basket. And the Buffs open up their biggest lead of the night. Foster from 3, off the front of the rim and over the back of the backboard. That will go as a team rebound for the Buffs. And they'll bring it up. Rocky still yet to score inside the 3-point arc. Rocky back man-to-man now. Interesting. Foster, their post player, guarding Sean Sylvester, Greybull's point guard. He's that good an athlete, though. Pass into Jolly. Back to Frazier, who's back in the ballgame for the Buffs. The Buffs going with their starting 5. Into Gotan. Kind of an off-balance shot. Misses, gets his rebound, and he's fouled. Good hustle from Hayden.
Hayden's big presence underneath.
Yes, he is. He's just kind of a bull in the china shop still. He just hasn't learned the finesse part of the game, but he's going to be a very good player. Frazier off the inbound, misses it. Sean Sylvester with a rebound, and he's fouled.
And that last foul that was blown on Rocky went to Blackbird, so that was his second personal foul of the game.
And this one goes to Sanders. His first. Great rebound from Sean Sylvester. His 5th rebound. He hasn't scored yet, but 5 boards. Not bad for a point guard. And Sylvester, a nice pass to Jolly, and just before he gets the layup, he's tripped up by Sanders.
That's another quick one on Sanders. That's his second one.
They're quickly getting in foul trouble. The Buffs will be in the bonus the rest of the half now. Buffs try to inbounds, but knocked away. And Leonard still holding that left shoulder. Sylvester will trigger it into Gotan. He doesn't want that. Back to Sylvester. Pulls up for the 12-footer, and that's short. And that'll be a rebound for the Buffs, and Gotan is on his back. Sylvester 0 for 5 from the field right now. And the Buffs, which is good news for the Buffs because they're 5 points ahead without his help. Oh, knocked away by Jolly, but recovered by Lenhart. And here comes Troutman. He'll be double teamed by Jolly and Sylvester. Into Sanders, and he travels. Good pressure from the Buffs caused that turnover. And the Buffs will inbound. 6:36 left to go in the first half. 17-12. Buffs hold the lead. Sylvester calling out a play as he walks it up. Buffs still with the starting 5 on the court. Sylvester just lost control of the ball.
And it rolled off his wrist on his way to the hoop.
Well, that's 2 layups that he just doesn't miss. Troutman. Sanders into Foster. High pass, but he corrals it. Sanders. Nice left-handed move, but there's an offensive board from Blackburn, and he gets the putback.
That's Blackburn's first points of the ball game.
And we're going to have another foul on Rocky, and that'll send Frazier to the line.
That one I believe was on number 1. Is that correct? I believe so.
Yep. Who hasn't been in the ball game.
And I don't have his number listed here.
No, I don't either. No, it's on number 3. It's
that's
the first foul.
3.
That's on
okay,
Troutman.
That's on Troutman.
I'd say that. They don't have a number 1. Frazier hits them both.
I guess I'm reading the clock backwards.
Yeah.
My bad. And I'm not even dyslexic.
Troutman, long pass to Foster. He'll back it up to Lenhart. Over to Troutman on the right side. And stolen by Jolly. Nice job. Hits Miller. Lenhart gets away with a little reach there. Pats Miller on the back. Hey, I didn't mean that. And the Buffs will inbound. Another turnover by the Grizz. 19-14, Buff lead. Into Frazier. Across to Jolly. Miller for 3. Doesn't like it. Reverses it to Gotan. Top of the arc. Bad pass. Gotan's first turnover. Greybull's first turnover. Austin Lenhart. Back to Troutman. To Sanders, and he'll be chipped. Ooh, that's not a good foul from Sylvester. His second. Just caught him a little off guard. 4th on Greybull. I have is for 5. I don't know. We'll see. Steal by Frazier. Knocked away by Grizzlies, and they get it back. And knocked away by Gotan. Boy, the Grizz are careless with the basketball so far in this ball game. But so far, it hasn't hurt them too badly.
Still hanging around.
Yeah.
I have them for 6 turnovers currently. Almost 7.
Yep, Foster. Boy, he's got good springs. Nice rebound by Sanders, but offensive board knocked away by Frazier. So yet another offensive rebound. So actually 2 offensive rebounds there for the Grizz. Miller out, Hoblet in for the Buffs. Austin Lennart tries to feed inside, and Sylvester with a steal, 2-on-1. Nice pass to Jolly, but can't get the control of it. Gets his own rebound, however, to Sylvester, and Sylvester turns it over. Tries to make not a bounce pass, but they'll get it back on the possession arrow. Sylvester kicks it way out to Jolly. 19-14, still a bus up 5. Sylvester for 3 from the corner and off the left. Gotan knocks it away, and that'll go as a team rebound for the Grizz. Sylvester now 0 for 7 from the field. But not like he's not out there doing nothing with a couple assists and 5 rebounds. Lenhart reverses it to his brother, up to Troutman. Steal from Frazier. This is a wide open bunny, and he hits it. Nice job from Austin. Buffs up 7 now. Halfway through the second quarter, long pass to Troutman. And Bilanek tries to feed inside and tipped away by Hoblet. Coach Bray there says, we didn't touch that. And Mr. Morrison says, from my angle, he did. So the Grizz will keep the ball underneath their own basket. Luke Lenhart out to his brother, Austin. Luke looked for the 3, decides against it, back to Foster. Back to Austin. Foster out on the 3-point line. That's where Greybull wants him. Luke Lenhart for 3, and he hits it.
He gets it.
That's 5 3-pointers. Rocky's got 1 putback, and that's the only basket inside the 3. Jolly, way off balance, misses it, and here comes Rocky. Knocked away by Sylvester, and oops, that's his 3rd foul.
You get whistled on that one.
Yep, and he will
reaching foul.
He'll be done for this half. Sean checks out with no points tonight, averaging 18 a ball game. Travis in for Sean. Austin Leonard in the corner, looking inside. Good post move from Blackburn. He'll be followed by Gotan, his 2nd.
And Hayden just big presence underneath her on that baseline. Just get those hands in the air and use that body. And I think he had a little bit of a hand on the arm on that shot.
Yeah, he 47% shooters.
First shot up.
Blackburn hits the first one.
Blackburn is good.
Yeah, to me that's a double mistake. You play behind the post, which you don't want to do. You want to get the ball, but then when he's got it, okay, so that he's got it, just box him out and don't give him a second shot. And then he reached over his back.
Second one was no good.
And Hoblet with a rebound, knocked it out of his hand, but the Buffs will retain possession.
But people fail to realize, as big as Hayden is, he's still only a sophomore too, and this is all pretty new experience for him as well.
Well, the Buffs with actually 3 sophomores and 2 juniors in the court. Pretty young ball club. Well, Braden Miller back in now. So we do have 1 senior on the court.
1 senior.
Austin thinking about the 3. Not Dylan McCoy. Just checked in, drives the baseline. Nice pass to Hoblet, and he gets the shot. Nice pass from McCoy, assist. Hoblet for his first basket of the night. Foster, 23-18. The Buffs up 5. 2:30 left in the half. Again, they play behind Blackburn. Nice pass to Foster, but he misses the shot. Hoblet with a rebound. Frazier tried to drive the lane, pulls it back over to Sylvester. Back to Frazier. Tries it back to Sylvester. Frazier Miller. Frazier for three. That's going to be short. Rebound by McCoy. Up and no good. Rebound by Hoblet. McCoy thought about it. Back to Miller, back to Frazier. 1:47 left in the half. Buffs still with a 5-point lead. Travis Sylvester drives by Luke Lenhart. Lenhart gets a little lazy and reaches and gets called.
That's going to be Luke Lenhart's third personal foul.
That'll put Travis Sylvester on the line, a 40% shooter. He's only shot 10 times, though. He's a better shooter than that. Up and good. 4 points for Travis. He had a three-pointer in the first quarter. And Coach Prather wants a 30-second timeout here with a 24-18 Buff lead. 1:42 left in the half. The Buffs really not hitting on all cylinders here, but maintaining a 6-point lead. They led early. Rocky from three-point land. They've hit, 5 threes?
Yeah, scoring so far, it's 18 points, and again, most of those points, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 of those coming from beyond the three-point line. One basket underneath, as you mentioned, and 1 point from the free throw line. So really impressed this evening with Greybull's play. They're an aggressive team, but their ball movement is what I've always been impressed with, Ken.
Yeah.
I mean, they move the ball well and pass it around that perimeter, look inside, feed it inside when you need to, and they get good shots.
Yeah, they do it. Boy, in that first half at Lovell last Saturday, they were just tremendous. They just destroyed Lovell. Sylvester hits the second one after the timeout, extending the lead to 7, the biggest lead of the night for the Buffs. Austin Lenhart doesn't want to bring it up. At the Bielanek, back to Lenhart, long pass to Foster. Looked at the 17-footer, pulled it. Boy, he elevates on that jump shot. Hoblet with a rebound, his 5th rebound. Travis Sylvester, Miller for 3. Too long. And Rocky with another rebound. Luke Lenhart back to Austin. Back to Bielanek. Luke Lenhart in the left corner. They're just content right now to pass her on the outside, which is fine for the Buffs. Foster thinks about it. Martin Consuelo, 6'1" senior, is on the court for the first time for the Grizz. Down inside 50 seconds now. Foster from the free throw line, short, and Frazier with the rebound. Here come the Buffs. They're going to have to be foul on Luke Lenhart. He looks over the bench. So what'd I do? Well, you knocked over Frazier. That's what he did.
And that's 4 for Luke.
And Frazier goes to the line. Frazier is 4 for 4 tonight.
Checking in for the Greybull Buffs, replacing Dylan McCoy is number 40, Cody Duffy.
Frazier 5 for 5, so he was 74% shooter coming in, and that's gotten better, so that's excellent. Hits them both. 10 points for Frazier, double digits. Austin Lenhart, trouble to get it in. Into Luke, back to Austin. Long pass, Frazier will pick it off. And pretty move.
Nice move.
And an 11-point lead for the Buffs, 29-18. We're down inside 25 seconds. Buffs continuing full court pressure. Troutman back to Austin Lenhart. Foster from 18 hits it. 12 seconds. Buffs got plenty of time for one good shot. To Miller, to Travis Sylvester, back to Miller. They're going to give him the 3. Short. Oh, and Hoblet had the rebound but couldn't hold it. (29-20). 2 seconds left. Austin Lenhart will try the full court and hits the top of the curtain. And the score at halftime is our Greybull Buffs 29 and the Rocky Mountain Grizz 20. Do you have some Rocky stats?
I do. For the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies, 20 points they have up through the first half, 12 of those coming during the first quarter, 8 of those the second quarter. Scoring for the Grizz is Luke Leonhardt has 1 3-pointer for 3 points. Austin Leonhardt, I believe is how you pronounce that. Probably a brother, I'm assuming. 6 points, 2 3-pointers there. KJ Blackburn, 1 field goal and a free throw for 3 points. Brandon Foster, 1 3-pointer and a field goal in the second quarter for a total of 5 points. And Jeff Saunders, 1 3-pointer in the first quarter for 3. He was scoreless the second quarter. So rebounds. I have the Grizz with 10 defensive rebounds total right now, and I have them for 5 offensive boards. And turnovers right now, I have them for 7 turnovers. So not a whole lot of turnovers for the Grizz. Just not getting the shots that they need when they need it. So that's what I have right now, Ken.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. And for our Greybull Buffs, leading 29-20 at the half, led by Austin Frazier with 14 points. He is he is 4 for 9 from the field, one of those a 3, and is 6 for 6 from the line. 5 points for Travis Sylvester, had a 3-point shot and 2 free throws, has not missed yet. 4 points for Jordan Jolly, is 2 for 7 from the field, not particularly good. And 2 points for Braden Miller, is 1 for 4 from the field and missed 2 free throw attempts. And 2 points for Seth Hoblet, made his only shot. As a team, they are 9 for 22 inside the arc, 1 for 9 from three-point land. Quite a contrast from the Rockies stats. Overall, 10 for 31 from the field, just 32%. They are 8 for 10 from the line, 80%, 6 of those coming from Frazier. But rebounding, 18 boards, 9 offensive and 9 defensive. That's 9 offensive boards. That might be their best total of the year, especially against this front line of the Grizz. And turned the ball only over 3 times. Just tremendous. And the thing I really like about it, they have a 9-point lead here, and their 2 leading scorers for the season, Miller and Sylvester, have combined for 2 points, 1 for 11 from the field and 0 for 2 from the line. So if they can take a 9-point lead on these guys with no offensive scoring help anyhow from these guys, that's not going to continue. They're too good of shooters. Miller is a 53% shooter from the field for the year, and Sylvester is a 66% shooter from the field for the year. So to be 1 for 11, and you can always tell players when they have the confidence. When an average player misses 4 or 5 in a row, they start backing away, and you know that when you're playing them. It says, okay, he's missed 4 or 5. I don't have to guard him anymore because he's not going to shoot. But the good shooters, like those kids, if I miss 5 in a row, I said, give me the ball because I'm a 50% shooter. If I miss 5 in a row, that means, that they're due. I'm going to hit some. So they'll come out firing. And so in that respect, Greybull's got to be real happy going into the half with the lead. Only one player really in any kind of foul trouble, which is Sean Sylvester, who sat out the last 4 minutes of the half with 3 fouls. But nobody else. Gotan has 2, but nobody else has any. And I don't. Or anybody from Rocky really in any trouble, Jeff?
Well, actually, Luke Leonhardt has 4, and he's played most of the game as well. Other than that, you've got KJ Blackburn with 2, Jeff Saunders with 2, and Thomas Troutman with one, so not real bad at this point. But going back to what you were saying about the scoring for the Buffs, Ken, I think one thing that gives the team a lot of confidence and probably makes Coach Prather feel really well too. There's going to be nights when some of your key scorers might be having an off night. I mean, that's just the way it works sometimes in the athletic world. And when you have other kids that can step up and be consistent and pick up that slack, I think it just builds a lot of confidence in those kids. And not only that, but it is an overall confidence team builder as well. That's I think a nucleus of a really strong team when you have the ability to do that. So
yeah, that's right. I like the star or two on the team that you can go to get points when you have to, but you also, that's right, you have to know that the other guys, when they get the opportunity, they're going to take advantage of it, and so far they have. A nice job, and as you mentioned, I don't care if you're Kobe Bryant or LeBron James or whoever, there's going to be nights when you can't hit the broadside of the barn, and then you have to find some other ways to win. That's one reason why we always, I know with our middle school program particularly, we spend 80% of our time on the defensive end. I figure, hey, you should never have an off night on defense. All that takes is brains and hustle. So it's if we're playing defense, we're always going to have a chance to win if we're making it tough for them. And then if we're shooting at all, we got wins. And right now it's the Buff defense, I think, and the boards that are really keeping them in the ball game. Some good baskets on transition, but I'm particularly the one stat that jumps out at me is the 9 offensive rebounds. I don't know. I do the stats when I'm not doing the radio broadcast. I do the stats for the boys, and I can't recall a game all year that they've had 9 offensive boards. So,
well, and Rocky's got. They've got some trees in there too.
Yes,
they're not a small ball club by any means, and one individual that I've been particularly impressed with tonight watching is the play of Seth Hoblet on the boards. Talk about being aggressive and I mean, Seth, trying to look here in the roster, what do they have him listed for? They have him as a 5'11".
Yeah, and that's probably
possibly 5'11".
Yeah, that's pretty generous.
But Seth was that way in football too. Very good football player, and he's a tenacious guy. And anytime he's out in the court, you're going to get 100% on him.
Yeah, that's right. He's a very heady ball player. And he doesn't have a whole lot of physical skills. He's not the fastest guy. He doesn't have springs. He's not big. He's not a great shooter. But he knows that.
Kind of your go-to guy.
Yeah, that's right. But boy, he does the little things that every successful team has to have to be successful. And one thing I like, we always have some kids that physically aren't the best players out there, but sometimes they think they are. So they try to dribble through 3 guys, and they try to put up threes and do stuff that they really can't do. Seth knows what he can do and what he can't do, and he does what he can, and he stays away from what he can't. He hustles. He plays defense. He sets pick. He's one of the, since I've been here, which has been a long time, that we've had 4 or 5 guys in the history of basketball that are great at taking charges. We had both the Coyne brothers, Michael and Johnny, were great. Max Major was tremendous. Trevor Jensen was excellent the last couple of years, and Seth Hoblet ranks right up there. He hasn't got one today, which is kind of unusual. He's gone. I know down at Thermop last year he got 4 1/2. He just, and if there's a loose ball, he's around it.
Yep.
And he boxes out every time, and he's. And I like to describe, so some players are 6 feet tall and they play like they're 5'8". They just don't hit the boards well, and they put the ball on the floor all the time. And Seth's just the opposite. He's about 5'10", but he plays 6'2".
Yep. Well, and I think Coach Prather, I'm sure, is very proud of his club, and not just Seth, but he has several boys coming off the bench that. When they're on the court, give them quality play, and there's a lot of season left yet.
Yes, there is.
And they should be, right now leading the conference. And I'm assuming, unless there's something totally different or majorly that happens different in this game, they'll probably be okay here. But should go in number 1 seed from our end of the state, and should have a really good showing at regionals and as well as state, I'm assuming, as well. So,
well, we're hoping. When I talk to coaches around the state, at this stage of the season, of course, we're a month away from when it really counts. But right now, they're pointing at 4 quality teams right now in 2A basketball in the state. That's our Greybull Buffs, Of course, the Wyoming Indian Chiefs, the Kemmerer Rangers, who've only lost one ball game, and Southeast, the Cyclones, are also very tough. But yeah, the opportunity is there.
It is.
And of course, you just never know. These are 16, 17-year-old kids, and you never know what's going through their mind. And sometimes they play just tremendous, and sometimes it looks like they've never been in the gym. So you just keep working at it and hope for the best. And so far, so good for the Buffs. And here we are ready to go with the Grizz inbounding, now going left to right on your screen as Sanders, Foster. Well, I like Foster playing outside. That's good for Greybull. Well, he's got tremendous springs.
He does. He's a good jumper. And I can't remember from track if he might be a high jumper if I recall.
Well, he should be. I don't know if he is or not.
Yeah. I'd try to be recruiting him if I was their track coach.
Yeah. He, or long jump, triple jump, hurdler, whatever. But he's got. There was a kid, his name escapes me right now, but from Tongue River when they were state champions several years ago, and he would get up on his jump shot. His feet would be about even with our kid's waist, and Foster's about the same way.
He has good springs.
Long three from Lenhart, but Foster with the offensive board, and
the
Foster with the putback. Another rebound for the Grizz. That was a tough rebound for Foster. Again, he just out-jumped everybody. Down to 7 now. Cowley on top, waiting to see what happens. Gotan on the right side. Over to Frazier. Looking for Sylvester inside. Buffs starting 5 back on the court. Braden Miller to Sean Sylvester. Ooh, could have been a travel. Kept his foot on the ground. Cowley into Frazier. Misses the fall away. But Gotan with a rebound off the deflection, up and blocked.
And I believe number 30, KJ Blackburn, will be whistled for that foul.
That should be, I think, his second. That's
his third foul.
Okay. That's good. He's their physical presence more, so Foster is tonight kind of just depending on his springs. Blackburn is the one that's muscling inside as Gotan misses the first.
And Rocky can't afford to lose either one of those, Leonhardt boy or Blackburn.
Gotan is a 69% shooter for the year. Hits the second. 30-22, Buffs up 8. Full court pressure, 2-2-1. Lenhart long pass to Sanders. Oh, he stops where he shouldn't, but gets away with it. Foster thinking about 3, drives baseline, tries to pass it, turns it over, hustles. Good job from Foster. Austin Lenhart says, okay, let's try that again. He backs up. Over to Sanders. And stolen by Jolly. 2-on-1, and Jolly goes all the way and misses the layup. Another rebound for the Grizz after the turnover. Boy, the Buffs, that's at least 3
easy layups.
Yeah. 2 from Sylvester, 1 from Jolly. It's just uncharacteristic. And Foster wheels around Gotan. I think he's going to get the foul on Hayden, which would be his third.
Climb for a block. That's a pretty big tree to try to get around in the forest there.
3 on Gotan. I think he's going to sit. Miller had just checked out for Hoblet. Now he comes right back in for Gotan. Long pass to the opposite corner, but Sylvester, you just don't get that ball by him. He's got tremendous defensive hands. Most people just don't know how many deflections and steals he gets a game. It's a real plus for these Buffs. Lenhart out to Foster. Sanders inside to Blackburn, kicks it back to Foster. He's going to drive the lane. Hoblet tried to get the charge, couldn't do it. Foster did a good job and gets the basket. Frazier back to Miller at the elbow, and Miller misses again. Rocky Blackburn with a rebound. Miller now only 1 for 5 from the field. Knocked away by Hoblet. Nice job. Steal by Sylvester. Hoblet coming from behind. Sylvester, they're going to let him drive. Over to the corner to Frazier for 3. No good. But Miller with the rebound. and he passes it to Foster. And a steal from Frazier. Oh, he stopped and still hits it. Nice job by Frazier. Checking the scoreboard to see if it's right. 32-24 Buffs. Oh, Sanders crosses the line and he's in trouble.
It's close,
and
yep.
It's a steal from Miller.
Another turnover, fourth turnover this quarter.
On to Jolly. Good recovery from the Grizz. Back to Sylvester. And Sylvester, lack of communication there.
And Rocky having almost as many turnovers right now this quarter than they did the first half of the game. Have them for 4 right now.
The Buffs, that's their first turnover of the second half. That was just a careless one. 2 Buffs stood there and each one thought the other one was going to catch it. Again, a deflection from Sylvester. Sanders looks at the 15-footer, doesn't take it. Austin Lenhart, Troutman, other side to Foster. He's going to take the, lost control of the ball, flipped it up there, and it goes in. Yeah, good shooters will get the roll like that. 32-26. Leads down to 6 now. It's as close as the Grizz have been for a while. Miller over to Sylvester. Frazier. Rocky now back to the 2-3 zone. They've been going back and forth a little bit. The way the Buffs are shooting, I think that's sticking in zone too. Not even attempting to penetrate. There's a pass to Sylvester. Kicks it back to Frazier. He drives the baseline. Puts it up. Doesn't get it. Rebound to Blackburn. And he's fouled from behind. I think that's Hoblet. Yes, it is. His second.
It'll be second. Yep, second foul on Seth.
Buffs just 1 for 6 from the field this half. Here comes Lenhart, but Luke back in there with 4 fouls. Austin Lenhart. Troutman takes a shot and hits it.
That's Troutman's first points of the ball game.
Yeah, it's only his 8th shot of the season. And cut the lead to 4, and Rocky calls a quick timeout. They're excited over there, and I don't blame them.
And I guess that goes for any team, what we were just talking about earlier, Ken. You know, those kids who can step up to the plate and help out in those situations when it's called for. So.
Yeah. You know, and they're leaving him open because they know he's not going to shoot it. So we've had that situation several years. And we got a kid that they know won't shoot it. And so they don't guard you. So they got 5 guys guarding your other 4 guys. And so, hey, when they give you that wide open 15-footer, you got to have the confidence to step up and take it. You know, we stress shot selection. And he said there's 2 kinds of shot selection. The bad shot selection. You take shots that you can't make. You force shots, and that's not good for the team. And also, you don't take good shots.
Exactly.
And that's what Troutman has been doing until then. And he had the open 15-footer, and he drilled it dead center. So maybe that'll give him some confidence. And the Buffs might have to start guarding him a little bit.
Hey, we got us a ball game here, ladies.
Yes, we do. Well, the Grizz always play the Buffs, and vice versa. It's kind of like a Riverside game. You know, normally the records don't mean a whole lot. It's going to be a physical game, and it's going to be close.
Always good rivalries.
Yes, it is. Travis Sylvester in for the Buffs. Gotown and Frazier on the bench watching. Jolly going to drive the paint out to Hoblet. Oh, and he hits it. That's not a shot Seth normally takes. But didn't hesitate, and he's 2 for 2, 4 points. Troutman double teamed. I throw to Luke. To Blackburn, and he gets an offensive foul. Sean Sylvester.
And that's going to be 4 on Blackburn, and he's going to be going to the line.
He's going to have to rest. And that was a chancy move from Sean because he's got 3 fouls. It was going to be 4 on one of them. But he had a good position. We got the call, and you never know on a charge. A lot of officials really hesitate to make that call. We even tell the kids, you step in and take the charge, and even if you do it right, half the time you're still not going to get the call, but Sean did. That was kind of chancy. I don't know if Coach probably cringed when he saw him step in there. But Sean throws it away. Luke Lenhart misses. Sylvester gets the rebound. Down to Travis Sylvester. Miller passes it back, but knocked away. Into Sean Sylvester. Rocky sitting back 2-3 zone. Again, with the way Greybull's shooting, why not? Miller for 3 from the left side. Off the back of the rim, no good. Here comes Luke Lenhart. And a steal from Sylvester once again. Ahead to Travis and out of bounds. Sean knows that wasn't the right pass. Travis was getting down, filling the lane on the transition and had his back to the ball. But the Buffs back out on their 2-2-1 pressure. Austin Lenhart having trouble. Knocked away by Travis Sylvester. Luke Lenhart double team. Knocked away. Steal from Miller and he misses a layup. Jolly gets a rebound. He misses a layup. Miller with a rebound. Jolly another one. Pass from Sean Sylvester.
Almost too many turnovers there in that small, short burst, even right down.
Yeah. Who made that shot? Was that Jolly?
It was Jolly.
Quite a weird transition, and Miller's coming out. He looks a little shaken up. Took an elbow or something. He'll sit down. Austin Frazier back in. 36-28. The Buffs back up 8. 1:50 left in the third.
And was there a foul called in that action? Or?
No. Well, they have Miller with a foul, so it must be.
Yeah, 21, yep.
After the shot. And there's a turnover again, the Buff pressure. They're not getting any steals, but they're forcing the Grizz into some careless turnovers. Sylvester now, top of the key to Frazier. Now they're running their wheel. Jolly in the corner, back to Frazier, reverse to Travis Sylvester, Frazier to Jolly. Back on top, Travis steps in to Hoblet, passes it to Sylvester, and again he misses. 0 for 8 from the field for Sean tonight. Luke Lenhart up to his brother Austin. Foster for 3. This is short. Another rebound, Sylvester. Sylvester pushes it up over to Travis. Into Hoblet. And he throws it to Coach Prather. Buffs had 3 turnovers in the first half. That's 4 this quarter. McCoy checking in for Hoblet. That was not a typical pass from Seth. Cross court, kind of a backwards pass.
Kind of off balance in desperation type of pass.
Foster inbounds back to Austin Lenhart. To Troutman. To Luke Lenhart, and again, Sylvester with a hand in the passing lane, knocks it out of bounds. Here comes Cody Duffy. With 48 seconds left in the quarter, giving Jolly a little breather here. It's a good time to substitute. He gets a minute rest here at the end of the quarter, plus a minute break, so he gets a 2-minute rest with only missing a minute of court time. Lenhart from the corner hits, left him alone. Inside 35 seconds, 36-30, Buffs up 6. Rocky now back man-to-man.
That was Lenhart's first basket since the first quarter.
Travis Sylvester into Duffy. Duffy puts it on the floor. He can't do that in the post and loses it. Here comes Rocky, a chance to cut it to 3 or 4 here. 12 seconds. Sylvester knocks it away. Frazier picks it up, long pass to Sylvester, and he misses the bunny. That's about 6. Foster, a long NBA 3. And Travis Sylvester with the rebound, and that'll end the quarter. The score at the end of 3 is the Greybull Buffs 36 and the Grizz from Rocky Mountain 30. Not much of a quarter. 2, 4, 6, just 7 points for the Buffs.
And 10 for the Grizz in the third quarter.
And once again, no scoring at all from Sylvester and Miller, averaging 28, almost 29 points a game between them. Tonight have 2.
Well, scoring for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Up through the third quarter, we have Thomas Troutman with 2 points. We have Luke Leonhardt with 3. Austin Leonhardt with 8. KJ Blackburn with 3. Brandon Foster's leading all scoring with 11. And Jeff Saunders with 3 for a total of 13 points. Foul trouble, a little bit of foul trouble for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Luke Leonhardt and KJ Blackburn both have 4.
The Buffs with foul trouble, Sylvester and Gotan with 3 apiece. The Buffs with 25 boards, still only 8 turnovers. That's good. Shooting very poorly tonight. And still holding on to a 36-30 lead. That could be Luke Leonhardt's 5th. Or did he only have, they said they had
10. That's on Braden
that's
Bolanek.
Bolanek, yeah.
Bolanek. That would be his first one. Brandon Bolanek. That will pronounce
Miller hits. First basket since the first quarter. Pressure. Leonhardt, Troutman, Leonhardt. And there's a 10-second call. Good job from the Buffs defense. Another forced turnover. And here comes Luke Leonhardt. They need another ball handler in there, even with 4 fouls. Coaches say, hey, we're down 8. We can't let the Buffs, Buffs got too much firepower. We can't get too much farther behind or we're going to run out of time. Sylvester looking, hits Miller. Frazier, here comes Sean to get the ball, steps in, hits Jolly in the corner. Wrong cross-court careless pass. Miller manages to flag it down into Gotan, and he's fouled.
I believe that's going to be on
Consuelos.
Number 33, Martin Consuelos. That's his first personal foul of the evening.
Miller's blocked. Sylvester with the offensive board. Eight rebounds for Sean tonight. He's not scoring, but he's helping in other ways. Miller drives the baseline. He hits the second one in a row. Leaves up to 10 and a steal. Jolly misses, and rebound from Rocky. Another turnover from Rocky, but another rebound. Troutman. Buffs now 2-3 zone again. Luke Leonhardt. Luke from three-point land on the left, doesn't like it. Foster will drive, dishes to Troutman high off the glass, no good, and Braden Miller with a rebound. That's 5 rebounds for Braden. Sean Sylvester hits Jolly in the corner. Over to Miller. Miller feels it. He's hit 2 in a row and misses this one, but gets his own rebound. Penetrates and draws the foul. Nice job for Miller. Going to the hoop. And he'll go to the line.
And that foul is going to be called on Brandon Foster. That's Brandon's first personal foul of the game. 6
points for Braden tonight. Only 3 of 10 from the field, and now 0 for 3 from the line. Again, unlike Braden, he's a 50% shooter for the year. And the second one gets the roll off the front of the rim. And he'll go out, looks a little gassed. Get a little breather here before the final push. Travis Sylvester checking in. 41-30, the Buffs' biggest lead of the night. Austin Leonhardt hassled by Travis Sylvester. Travis will get after you. Long cross-court pass and another turnover. Frazier with a steal to Travis Sylvester. Into Sean, and he makes the basket. Nice job. Nice assist from Travis. Sean, his first 2 of the night. And Travis getting a little too aggressive, gets the foul. Buffs up 13, threatening to end this game. Travis first foul, 5th on the Buff. Both teams with 5, so we're still a couple of fouls away from the bonus both ways. Austin Leonhardt will throw it in to Luke. He's pressured by Sylvester, knocks it away. Steal to Jolly, back to Sylvester. Jolly fell down, nice job. And
keeping it alive.
into Gotan, out to Frazier for three, and he gets it. That was kind of a strange one. And another steal from Sylvester, and he hits it. Sean Sylvester, turnover, and there's another timeout. It's now 48-30.
And the Buffs have blown this one open.
Yeah, it was, 38-30?
Yeah.
So at least a 10-0 run here.
And with 5:24 to go in the fourth quarter, the Grizz have yet to score this quarter.
And the Buffs, 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 12. Yeah, so it was 36-30 at the quarter. It's now 48-30. And the Buffs have blown this wide open. The quickness, the pressure, it doesn't cause all that many turnovers sometimes, and it takes a while. But eventually it gets to you, kind of wears you down mentally and physically. It's kind of like watching the NFL when you see when you see the team running the ball for 3 quarters and getting 1 or 2 or 3 yards of play. And okay, well, the running game's not working. Well, yeah, but they're wearing everybody down. All of a sudden in the fourth quarter they're getting 5, 6, 7 yards of play, and it wears on you. That's what Greybull's defense is doing to Rocky, I think, right here.
Yeah, just patience is all it takes. And
yeah, that was fun to watch. Had a little break on the one turnover. Jordan Jolly making a pass back to Sean, sitting on his butt.
Yeah, as he's falling to the ground.
And Sean's falling down and kicks it to Hayden, and he's stumbling, and he throws it to Austin, and he hits a three. I don't think Coach Prather's going to put that in the playbook.
Probably not.
And another turnover. Travis Sylvester knocks it away. And now Gotan knocks it away.
2 turnovers.
And Sean Sylvester penetrates, and he throws it away. That's 5 turnovers for Sean. And looks like Travis gets another foul. But they're just all over the court. They smell blood. Miller in for Jolly, giving him a little breather. But yeah, the defense, they've turned it up a notch here the last 3 minutes. Here's Austin Lenhart. Up to his brother. Back to the middle to Troutman. He's gets pressured by Sean Sylvester. Drives the paint. Nice pass. And he missed the bunny. Braden Miller with a rebound. He's tied up, and Rocky will maintain possession. Troutman had a wide open little 5-footer, but again, he's not the shooter, so he passed that up. Made a nice pass.
It was good look inside.
To Blackburn, but good defense. Luke Leonard on top. Over to Blackburn. Foster really hasn't been in the ball game. And he misses the fall away from Sean Sylvester with the rebound. His 9th. Goes the distance into Gotan, and an easy 2 assist for Sean Sylvester, his 4th assist of the night. Double team. Sylvester takes it away to Miller. Thought about 3, passed it up, back to Sylvester. Cross court to Frazier. Ooh, nice head and ball fake. Drives the baseline, and Foster's getting a little tired. And
a little frustrated as well, I believe, the way it looks.
I think so.
So that's Foster's 2nd personal foul.
And Coach Prather wants a timeout. I think he just wants the kids to catch a breath. And the score with 4:17 left in the half. In the second half, I should say. It's the Buffs up 20, 50-30.
And the Rocky Mountain Grizz not on the scoreboard this quarter as of yet.
Yeah, 14-0 fourth quarter. The Buffs have ended this. As we sometimes say, I guess it's time to pack up to their hymnals. The service is over.
Preacher's done preaching.
Yep.
Does that mean we can quit, Ken?
I don't know. But
I guess not.
Some people probably wonder when we're going to start.
That's right. It's not in our contract.
Yeah.
Is it, Eddie?
Well, it's. Yeah, I'm not quitting my day job.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Buffs out there, you can tell who's ahead. The Buzzers out there, they're ready to set up their offense. They're ready to go. And the Grizz are just breaking the huddle now. Sylvester to trigger inbounds. The Buffs starting lineup, except for Travis Sylvester in for Jordan Jolly. Buffs trying to, Blackburn trying to figure out, we're on defense, so Hels is down here, and the refs are nice guys. They wait for him. Sylvester into Frazier. Long three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Austin Lenhart with a rebound up to, now the Buffs back off on the pressure. 2-3 zone. Steal by Frazier again. And here he comes. Boy, just a lot of steals. Wish I was keeping that stat today. Into Gotan, he puts the ball on the floor. Shouldn't have. Out to Travis Sylvester, to Miller, to Frazier. Sean Sylvester, and he puts it on the floor and loses it, but Braden Miller picks it up and scores. Boy, it's things going your way. 52-30, Buffs up 22, 16-0 in the fourth quarter. There's a pass to Austin Lenhart to Foster, underneath, wide open Blackburn for two. Nice job of breaking the press by the Grizz.
And then breaking the ice for the fourth quarter for the Rocky Mountain Grizz.
With 3:29 left in the quarter, Rocky gets their first two. For the Buffs, let's see, 19 points for Frazier, 6 for Jolly, 4 for Sean Sylvester, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9 for Braden Miller, 5 for Travis Sylvester, 5 for Hayden Gotan. Pretty good balance. Only one guy in double figures.
And Brandon Foster leading the scoring for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies with 13.
And he really hasn't been in the ball game much in the second half. He's just kind of floating around out there.
Yeah, he seemed to be a lot more aggressive that first half and a lot bigger presence. And you're exactly right. Not as much the second half. So
yeah, coach just sat him down to give him a rest, and I think both a mental and physical rest. He's getting a little frustrated out there.
Yep.
I think he feels like he's kind of left out of the offense. Miller, long way. Rocky sitting in his own. Frazier inside the lane, forces a shot. But they will get the rebound. They will inbound Sylvester. Sean Sylvester, everybody be sure, although Travis is now out of the ball game. Sean into Gotan, fall away. Hits it.
Nice high shot off the glass.
Yep. That was a nice shot. Another assist, 5 assists for Sylvester. Cross court to Troutman. 54-32. Buffs up 22 here. And a steal from Frazier. Beautiful steal. Left-hand layup. He gets the basket. It's 21 for Frazier.
Just lightning quick on that steal, Ken. He just came out of nowhere to get that one.
Boy, Rocky's just every pass they make, and there's
another one.
Lenhart, and threw the ball down at his ankles, and that's not going to happen.
16 turnovers this half for the Grizz.
Logan Friedley, sophomore, number 11, making his first appearance. I think coach is kind of clearing the bench now. Foster on the bench. Luke Lenhart on the bench. Miller from the elbow hits. Austin Frazier, first assist. Buffs still pressuring, but now the Buffs are going to clear the court here in a second. Sanders looking inside, nothing there. Down to the 2-minute mark here. 58-32. Buffs leading by 26. But most of it coming a 22-2 fourth quarter here. Friedley looking for help. Troutman coming over at the elbow, backs up. Austin Lenhart misses the shot, but an offensive board and put back from Friedley. And Rocky wants a timeout, and the Buffs will clear the bench here.
No, that would have been Lane Friedley's first field goal of the evening.
The Buffs will get the subs as they check in. There's a timeout here. Frazier will check out with 21 points. 6 for 13 from two-point range, 1 for 3 from the perimeter, 6 for 6 from the free throw line, 1 assist, no turnovers, great for one of the point guards, and 1 rebound. So he'll lead the way for the Buffs in scoring tonight. Jordan Jolly will check out with 6 points. Did not attempt a free throw. Had a couple of assists. No turnovers. Great for Jordan. Had 3 offensive boards. Neil Getzfried, Travis Sylvester, Ryan Winkler, Dylan McCoy, and Seth Hoblet on the court for the Buffs. Sylvester to Getzfried, to Sylvester to Getzfried. Knocked out of bounds. Buffs, Getzfried. Not in hurry now. 1:30 left in the ball game. Corner to McCoy. Kicks it back out to Travis Sylvester. To Winkler, to Getzfried. McCoy in the corner. And to Hoblet. Dishes it back out to Getzfried. They're just running clock here. Down to 1:12. Travis throws it away. And nope. Yep, they're going to call the turnover. That's Travis's first turnover of the night. Here come the Grizz. Bilanic. Over to Troutman. What can I get? Oh, steal. Nice steal from McCoy to Winkler. To head to Sylvester, and he'll pull it back. Winkler for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound. Hoblet ties up Consuelos. And the Buffs will inbound. Sylvester from the left corner for 3. That's no good. Rebound Rocky. Bilanic up. Friedley into Consuelos. There's a new face. Shot is up and no good. That was Tyrell Humphrey, 6'2" junior.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an announcement. The boys basketball game at Shoshone tomorrow has been postponed due to injuries for Shoshone. So we'll try to get that makeup day. So there will be no boys basketball in Shoshone tomorrow. It'll be postponed till a later date. Hopefully we can get it made up. Girls game will be on as scheduled at 10 with the varsity fall. So no boys basketball in Shoshone.
Okay, we just got an announcement from Coach Kundal that apparently from lack of players, I thought it was the weather, but the basketball tomorrow in Shoshone, the girls will play. There's a rebound from Winkler. The girls will play normal time, but the boys will not play. They only had 7 guys in uniform when we played them a couple of weeks ago, so they must be down to 5.
I'd heard this morning that one of their starters blew his ACL or something like that too. So I can't remember who it was, but
so they're going to try to make up the game at a future date, but we'll have to see. Travis Sylvester knocks the ball out of bounds. We're down to 12 seconds, 58-34. Buffs can rack up their 14th win of the season, 14-1. Big victory against these Rocky Mountain Grizz, and pretty much assures a conference championship. There's a steal from Hoblet. Back to Travis Sylvester. I don't know if they'll even bother to get a shot off. Dylan McCoy, well, he's going to drive. Pass it into Getzfried. Getzfried loses it. And that'll be the ball game. The final score is the Greybull Buffs 58 and the Rocky Mountain Grizz 34. I don't know, maybe if we just give us a minute or two to get some statistics. Is Bob going to shut this off for just a second? Okay, we'll stay on. Coach is trying to get the Rocky statistics